say the beauty of video games is that there's so much variety. No two gamers may be the same, but I think there's one thing that we can all agree on. Gamers are nostalgic. So this week on Gamers Said, let's talk about GameCube. GameCube games are going to make a comeback, which is awesome for all of us, as I said, nostalgic gamers. So on Game Rate Threads, we wanted to know which GameCube games are you excited to play on the Switch 2, whether they've been announced or maybe it's just one on your wish list. So let's take a look at what you had to say. So the first response we're going to look at is from Grayson and Catherine as well. Pokemon Colosseum and XD. Well, we simply couldn't talk about a Nintendo console without talking about some Pokemon game. And I think it was 2003 Pokemon Colosseum came out, and it had the same formula that we've come to expect from a lot of Pokemon games. But one of the biggest differences was you didn't have those random encounters anymore, but you could actually basically win Pokemon from trainers, which in hindsight just seems a little cruel, doesn't it? So many broken hearts, huh? Nonetheless, it was a great game, and I think if we're talking nostalgia value, that is definitely one that's right up there. A lot of us would have played that through our childhood, and no better time than the Switch 2 release to be able to really live some of those memorable experiences. Let's talk about Walt's response. F-Zero. When you think about and you talk about any games to do with Nintendo that involve racing, most people are going to think about Mario Kart. But F-Zero is a change in genre for sure. But if you like your racing games, that's definitely one that you should give a try as well. It's got that futuristic setting and it's quite competitive, and it certainly scratches an itch for somebody who's looking for a good racing game. So let's hope, fingers crossed, that one comes back for Switch 2 so we can relive that one. What I'm loving about this thread is there's so much variety, not just in titles, but also in genre. So let's have a look at what Michael and Bilal, our video editor right here, I see you sneaking in here, both mentioned Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. So it's celebrating its 20th anniversary this year, and it's a tactical game, so very different from the other answers we've had. One thing I didn't actually realize about this game is that it had permadeath, and I think around that sort of 2005 era, it's not really something I personally encountered a lot in games. I don't know, maybe I was living under a rock, but yeah, a huge roster, 45 plus characters, but you had to look after them because if they died, that was it. No more, you're out. It got a bit of a mixed response. I have seen some conversations online about how Path of Radiance is the worst one in the series, so let me know what you guys think. Is it the best or is it the absolute worst one? I personally haven't played it, so I wouldn't mind hearing some recommendations and some thoughts on how you feel about it. Very different response from the others, and nonetheless, one that is appreciated. Going to pick up one more, and I think I would be doing a disservice if I didn't mention it. One that has actually been confirmed for Switch 2, The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. It's been mentioned by Harvey and by Bree. What do I need to tell you about The Legend of Zelda? I mean, The Wind Waker is a beloved one. It's been a favorite for a lot of people, and despite how, dare I say, breathtaking games like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom were, a lot of people still come back to Wind Waker and say it was their favorite in the series. So there's a lot of anticipation around being able to play that one again. And I, for one, didn't get a chance to check it out, so I think Switch 2 will be my opportunity to play it for the first time. I would love to give you a recommendation, but I actually didn't grow up on the GameCube, so I'm looking forward to the Switch 2 because it's going to give me the opportunity to play all of those must-plays from the GameCube. So, we've got some great recommendations here, but I'd love to hear a few more of them. So drop the comments below what kind of games you would like to see on Switch 2. And if you have any other thoughts about anything gaming related, movie related, TV related, anime, if you have any strong feelings about that, let us know. Submit a thread to us. Give us your opinions, your hot takes, your big questions, and maybe next week I can talk about your thread on the next Gamer Said. But until then, have a great weekend, happy gaming, and we'll see you around at GameRant.com.